Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. First of all, I just want to thank you so much for all your comments. Please keep them coming since it really encourages me to make more of these videos. I also want to help you guys learn as much as you can, so I've actually created a dedicated Facebook page where you can post your work or post any questions you might have for the community to answer. We're all on this XR journey together, so please like and subscribe and join our Facebook page so we can continue to make cool shit together. Anyway, here's your video. A mixin is basically a group of reusable components that are used when more than one entity share the same set of components and values. So, for example, say you've got two entities, and say you want two boxes that are exactly the same, but the only difference is its position. Usually, you would go, okay, well, I'm going to take this box, I'm going to paste it here, and you can tell already that if this is how you're going to do things, your code base is just going to get so ridiculously big and unmanageable. So a mixin is basically a way to manage all of these components so then your code looks more compact and it's way more efficient. Okay, how do we do this? All you have to do is go to the Aframe docs and look at the mixin primitive. So it's pretty easy. It seems like all you have to do is open two asset tags, declare some mixins. So for example, you've got a mixin here that's got a material component with the color set to red and an ID, of course, called red. And then all you have to do to use it is to chuck a mixin component into your entity and then specify the ID. So in this example, it looks like this entity is using both the red mixin and the cube mixin. I'm really curious. Let's see what this piece of code does. Okay, I'm gonna paste it all into my scene like this and take away this line of code from the last lesson that I recorded. Let's add a position property. -1, 0, Z. I'm gonna make it -2. In the same way, I'm gonna make this -3. Add an A camera with a cursor, because why not? Cool. So now if we refresh the page, we should get a way better view. So why is this handy exactly? Let's make another box just to prove a point here. I'm gonna make 2 red boxes and 1 blue. And then I'm gonna put this on 3. So then when we refresh, we should get 2 red boxes and 1 blue. This is handy because if you have elements with common traits, you only need to change that trait in one place. For example, if I want to change the shade of this red color, I can just change it. I can change it to pink, and then both the boxes will change. Here we go. It's basically a form of asset management that just makes things a lot easier for us as coders. The great thing about Mixins is that it stores pretty much anything. So it's not just limited to the visual properties of an entity. You can also add functional properties too, like for example, animation. Let's try it now. I'm going to create a new mixin, and then I'm going to call it spin. And then I'm going to give it an animation with the property rotation. I'm going to make it go from 0, 0, 0, my favorite, to 0, 360, 0, with the duration of 2000 milliseconds, and click events, make it click. Oops, my bad, it's not click events, it's actually start events. And I forgot the closing tag. Great. To add a mixin, all you have to do is add a space in the mixin component initialization and just paste it in. So basically what this means is that you can add as many mixins as you want. And what it does is it just, like, again, it just makes it look so much more compact, okay? There we go. It works just as you'd expect. The only other thing you need to know about mixins is that the order that you put the mixin in actually matters. And I don't mean the order in A assets, because this is basically just declaring what the mixin is. I meant here in the component on the entity itself. So for example, if I put blue here, and then I rerun the code, this actually turns blue. So whatever is declared last takes precedence over the other. And that's also the same as if I, for some reason, decide that I want to use a geometry component. Oh, sorry, not geometry, material. And then I want the color to be red. Okay, remember that this red color is actually pink. I know that's really confusing, but bear with me. So if I refresh this page, then it should turn red. Hopefully you've learned a way more efficient way to code in Aframe today. I'll leave that up to you, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Hey guys, just a quick update. I've been super busy pivoting my business to focus more on AR and VR. There's going to be a lot of new stuff coming, so please hit subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated. Building the XR community on this channel really means a lot to me and brings me a lot of joy. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.